Hey guys, so for today's video, I want to speak to you about how to choose your ideal side hustle. Now, I'm making this video because I've had people reach out to me and say, Ken, I've watched many videos on YouTube about side hustle ideas, and do you know what? I just get so confused. I'm not sure, whether I should start this idea or start that idea. I feel like my head is literally going to explode. What idea should I start and how do I choose one? Okay, so you might be that person that you feel you've got maybe 2 or 3 ideas that you feel you're good at. Maybe you've watched even RM videos and you've shortlisted these ideas. But how do you choose that one idea to proceed with? For today's video, I'm going to walk to the back of the house and literally go through 5 core questions that I think you need to be thinking about that will help you then choose that idea to focus on. Now, I also want to mention, if you're someone who has been struggling with how to start their side hustle or how to actually monetize their side hustle, many people often ask us, how can we work with you guys, Ken? How can we work with you and your wife, Mary? How can we work with you to actually learn more and that sort of stuff, help us to actually start or grow our side hustles? The best way to do it, the most cost-effective way of doing it is to join us over our sister brand at Financial Joy Academy. So for those who don't know what it's about, it's essentially a platform that we created to help people take control of their finances, to grow their money. But that platform is really focused on people who are actually starting businesses, who are launching their own side hustles and things like that, but who are also learning the core foundations for wealth building. If you want to check that out, if you want to work with us, it's super cost effective. It's even cheaper in some cases than people's takeaways in a month. I'll link to it below as well as above for you to head over and check it out. Okay. But for now, I'm going to walk to the back of the house and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to share is what I call the 3-seed formula. It's what we teach people who are interested in kind of running their own side hustles and stuff. This is particularly for the people who actually have zero idea where to start, and they're thinking to themselves, how do I combine what I'm good at or what I'm interested in to actually find an idea? So I'll first of all draw that on the board, and then next I would then go over those 5 questions for the person who already has some ideas but is unsure how to choose one. All right, let's do it. Okay guys, so this is what I call the 3-seed formula. Essentially, we're combining 3 things. We're looking at passion, so something that you are interested in, so this is your interest. So not like the lovey-dovey, like I'm super passionate about this thing. No, I'm talking here interests. So what interests do you have? I normally say to people, aim to write down about 5 different things you're interested in, okay? Next is talent. Like, what are you actually good at? What skills are you using in your day job? What skills do you use outside your day job? What things do you know that you're good at? Okay, because talent is absolutely important when it comes to identifying an idea. And the final thing I look at is demand. Yeah, so when you come to shortlist an idea, you need to make sure that that idea is actually people are going to pay for it. Because otherwise, like, what's the point? Like, if there's no demand, your idea could be great, but no one's going to be interested. Yeah. So what we're really looking at for the person who's saying, you know what, I'm like box fresh, I know nothing, I want to just identify an idea. They're combining 5 passions, areas of interest with areas of something they're good at, and they're combining those. They're going, actually, I'm passionate about baking, but I'm good at like using social media. It might mean that you might want to look at maybe starting baking, but sharing it on the internet, for example. Yeah, so you can combine 5 different passions with 5 different areas of talent, and then you then need to assess all those areas for demand. Check online, how many keywords, how often are people searching for those things. Look at things like Google Trends and stuff like that. Type in those key searches in there to see where things stand. But the key thing I wanted to show you guys is this sweet spot. So what we're looking for is the thing that really sits between your passions, areas of passion, area of talent. Remember, the passion is the interest, area of talent is stuff you're good at, and demand. And once you've got that thing, yeah, then you've got a great idea. So this is for the person who's trying to discover something based on their own thoughts. Now, I'm now going to move over and talk and rub all this off and share for the person who thinks, you know what, I already have some ideas, like 3 of them. How do I choose one? Please let me know, Ken. Right, let's look at that scenario now. Okay, so for that person who is unsure, there are 5 questions I want us to really walk through, right? I'm going to be writing the ideas on the left, but here are the 5 questions. Just zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to walk you through each one and how to actually use it next. Okay, so let's say that you're someone who's got various ideas. You've got like 3 ideas. I'm making these up. You can obviously change this to be whatever, yeah? Let's say idea 1 is that you love baking. You're like, you know what? I want to start a side hustle baking. Idea 2 is do you know what? I've heard Ken talk about blogging and other people or YouTubing or whatever. I want to start something online. Yeah. And idea 3 is coaching. I kind of like the idea of helping other people. I'm good at listening and all that stuff, and I want to coach people. And then you're like, how do I choose which idea to go with? Yeah. So let's now walk through each question. So the first question is, how much money do you want to make from doing this thing? Yeah. So let's just say the amount. Let's just say you want to make, like, let's make it up. Let's say you want to make £3,000 or $3,000 per month. Yeah. Now, first question, can baking cakes, idea 1, can baking cakes make you £3,000 a month? Yeah. Making this up. If the answer is a no, just put like an N. Being realistic. Can blogging do it for you? It can definitely, but it would take time to get there. So we could maybe call that a yes. Can coaching do this? Absolutely. Coaching can do this for you. Great. Really simple, right? Next question. How much effort do you want to put into these side hustles? Yeah. This is based on what you want to do, not what's required, but what do you want to do? And you're like, you know what? It could be low, medium, or kind of high. You're like, you know what? I want to put kind of medium effort into this. Like, I can't be bothered that much. I just want to like make the money. I want to have medium effort, right? Question for these side hustles then becomes, can medium effort help you make this side hustle successful? Yeah, probably for baking. Yes. Now, can medium effort help you make your blogging successful or your YouTubing or whatever? Yes, it can. Probably only need a couple of hours a week, maybe up to 2 to 5 hours. Can medium effort help you make your coaching thing successful as a side hustle? The answer is yes. So what we're aiming for is what will give you the most amount of yeses to try and hone in on an idea. Now, the third one is, how much time do you have available? Because you could say, oh, I want to put medium effort in, but you may not have the time, right? How much time do you actually have available? Your answer here could be, do you know what? I've only got like 2 hours a week. That's it. Like I've got a busy job. Yeah. My life's busy. I've got maybe 2 to 3 hours a week. Right. So the question then is, will 2 to 3 hours per week help you make baking a success so that you can make £3,000 a month? The answer is no. It's not going to do it. Will 2 hours a week that you've got available, whatever your hours are, in this example, 2 hours, make blogging available, make it successful? No, because like you probably need 2 hours to have a go at writing even one blog post. So the answer is a no. So that should then make you start to question, do you know what? If I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to need more hours, yeah? Will 2 hours a week help you with your coaching? Potentially, right? Okay, you see where we're going with this. Next question, do you want it to become a business? This is a very, very important question. Now, do you want your cake thing idea to become a business? Probably not, because like you probably like baking, but like, do you want to sit in the kitchen, baking a thing, taking customers' orders? I don't know. Do you fancy the idea of making passive income? Your blogging will take a lot of effort, but one day it could become a business if you take it seriously and like get help and what have you and like really learn it properly. Yeah, it might be what you want, right? This can be a yes or no, like you can make it whatever you want. The next one is, do you want your coaching idea? Do you want to one day maybe run a coaching practice? Do you want to one day maybe earn income from group coaching, which can be very lucrative and what have you? The answer is a yes, if you want that to be the case, right? And then the final question, this is by far the most important. Most people ignore this question, which is, will you enjoy doing it? Yeah? Because you can say, you know, a lot of this stuff, this could make me a lot of money. Coaching could make me a lot of money. Blogging could make me a lot of money. Baking, yes and no. But will you enjoy doing it? Yeah? Looking at it, chances are you probably enjoy baking if it's your thing, right? Could be a yes. If you look at blogging, you say, well, I don't know. I might enjoy it. But
I'm actually in it to make the money. That might be your thing, right? And you say, okay, I'm just doing it because I just want to make some money. So the answer is no. And then coaching, you might say, you know what? I really like the idea of helping people, coaching them and stuff like that. I don't think I find it too draining. I think I'm gonna go with that. Right. So you can see what we've done there. If I'm just gonna zoom out there, we've basically, and obviously all these answers could be whatever you want it to be, right? Based on how you would respond, right? Essentially what we're doing here is summing all the yeses. They've got 2 yeses, just really, really simple, right? Really simple. They got 3 yeses. Let's just see it 2. Swap that off and put a 2 there. There I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 yeses there, and there I've got 5 yeses. Right? Really simple, right? But what we're effectively doing there is just running our ideas via some common sense. Just to ask ourselves, based on what we can see, based on this scenario and based on the person answering this example, unlike the person answering, for example, the idea of going with idea number 3 would seem like a good, sensible thing to focus on. And then after all this is done, what you then want to focus on is what business model do I really think is best suited to my lifestyle? Yeah, so what business model is best suited to my lifestyle? Is it a product-based business model where I'm like, finding suitable products, selling them via various platforms, whether it's Etsy, Gumroad, Amazon and so on? Is it a service-based model where I'm offering my service and stuff like that in some capacity to people because I really enjoy spending time with people and listening to them? And the final one, is it an online-based business model where I'm basically doing something like, I'm creating content, a bit like I'm doing right now on YouTube, or I'm creating content on LinkedIn or Instagram or wherever and stuff like that. And with that, you can then, by going through, decide, kind of looking at which of those 3 core business models you're interested in, that can then be used to almost as an additional layer on top of this exercise where I've just gone through basically asking these 5 questions for you to be able to say, you know what, based on that, based on how much money I want to make, how much effort I want to put in, how much time I've got available, whether I want it to become a business in the future and whether I'll enjoy it. Having gone through all those questions and answers, I've come to a point where I'm able to say, you know what, I want an online-based business model even, and because of that, I am happy to proceed with coaching. Yeah, or because of that, I'm happy to proceed with becoming a YouTuber or a blogger, or because of that, can all of that. Or you might say, you know what, because I don't think I want it to become a business one day, and because I don't think I will enjoy it very much, I'm going to forget those ideas. I'm going to focus all my efforts on baking. Yeah, but the point I'm making here is that this process is actually just organic, and if you can answer these 5 questions I've got up here on the screen, and I'll flip around again so you can kind of see them again. Yeah, if you can answer these 5 questions against your own ideas, whatever your own ideas might be, you'll find that you'll be able to get to a point where you're able to actually decide that you're going to proceed with one specific idea, and then you're going to then go ahead and run with it. Guys, I'd love to know what you thought about my approach to getting you to almost narrow in on the idea that's best suited to you. Like I said, there's so much I could actually carry on talking about when it comes to deciding what the best side hustle idea is. But I often think that the best way, in addition to doing all these things, is actually to talk to somebody, to have conversations with other people who are in the same space as you. So find a suitable community where you might, or even find someone you trust, like a good friend, who you might be able to run some of your ideas through, some of these thoughts, some of these questions through to them. If you wanted to run them by me, for example, feel free to drop me comments below this video if you really enjoyed it. Alternatively, feel free to reach out to me, as I mentioned earlier, at our sister company called Financial Joy Academy, where we have these conversations every day at 5 a.m. club. We have them in our fortnightly coaching calls. We have them in our communities and stuff like that. So feel free to check that out as well if you are interested. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. What are you currently struggling with when it comes to your side hustle at the moment? Is it that you're struggling to choose an idea, or is it that you are struggling to monetize your side hustle, or is it that you are just struggling with just overall fatigue when it comes to managing your life admin, as well as your life situations, your work and so on, whilst then finding additional time for side hustle. I'd really love to hear that, because I'm really, really keen on what people are struggling with, because that then helps us create the right videos to help you guys move forward. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I've kept this video super casual in a kind of a vlog format. I hope you guys have found it interesting. But other than that, take care, people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you found this video and others helpful. I'll also link above to and around here to other videos that I think you find really useful in this whole category of creating your own side hustle and starting your own business. All right, people, take care. And as we say on this channel, as always, in all things, be thankful and seek joy.